What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is mid-season up here in Maine. It's on the tail end of January. I think it's the 19th. Yeah, it's the 19th of January. And I'm going to do my mid-season review on my new Ridgid Octane 1300 inch-pound hammer drill. I did a initial thought a couple weeks ago, and it's time for the mid-season. I've ran through one complete battery cycle with this 9 amp hour battery. I charged it before I hit the ice the first time, and I ran it 5 or 6 outings without charging, and I cut 136 holes through 115 feet of ice. I'll put a little more of a description of what I cut per day up on the screen, but the basic is 136 holes through 115 feet of ice. I am on my second charge. I ran this down a couple weeks ago, and I'm currently on my second charge. And I'm approximately 30 to 40 holes. I'll also put that up on the screen of how much I'm actually at. And real quick, I just want to say that I haven't babied this battery one bit since I've been using it. I haven't been keeping it in my coat. I haven't been keeping it in a backpack. I haven't been trying to keep it warm. So when I leave the house with this battery, it's right on the drill and it stays on the drill. The first few days I used it, it was in the 20s. After that, every day has been closer to 10 degrees. I have used it a couple days that were well below zero, and this drill has performed flawlessly. So we're running about 18 inches here right now, and once I get cutting some holes, I'll actually show you so you guys can see how deep the ice is. But really there's nothing bad I can say about this drill. One thing I want to talk about is the settings you have to be on. So with these drills, it has to be on setting 1. If you have it on setting 2, it will cut out, and you want to make sure it's on the drill mode here. You see the drill, the screw, or the hammer. You want to make sure it's on the drill mode. And something I didn't mention in my first video is you can change the orientation of the handle. I actually like the handle this way a little better. I didn't think I would. Or you could also have it coming off the side like this. I'll show you real quick. I started using it like this, which it works pretty good, but I find you get a little better of a grab if you use it this way. Personal preference, but I seem to like it a little better this way. And one other thing I wanted to mention real quick is you're not going to get quite as many holes if you're using like a K-drill. The K-drill uses a chipper blade, which is quite a bit more aggressive. It bites a little more, takes a little more energy out of the battery. And just a rough number from what I've heard for people on a full battery, they're getting around 40 to 50 holes per charge with a K-drill. So you're not going to get over 100 holes through a foot of ice, 14 inches of ice with a K-drill. When you go to the shaver type blades like this Nils is, the Eskimo pistol bit, you're going to be climbing up a little higher in hole amounts. And something else I want to talk about real quick has come up in some of the social media stuff I've been on is the overload protection on this drill. These Ridgids have what's called a overload protection. So if you get on the ice and you drill like 15, 20 holes back to back, boom, 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 the drill could cut out on you. In my opinion, I like that. I like the overload protection. Some guys don't like it. It's personal preference. I personally like it. If I'm getting to a point where this drill overheats, I want to know about it. I've heard a few guys say they didn't like it. Again, personal preference. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop about 10 holes. I'm going to do 10 right back to back. And again, we have about 18 inches of ice, so this will be a good test. I've never drilled 10 back to back with this combo. I did do 10 in a row, but there's only 8 inches of ice. So 10 inches through 18 is quite a bit more. So let's see how it does. Alright, this 5, still going strong. Alright, number 10 right here. Here we go, 10 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we go, 10 holes back to back. I'll show you guys how much ice in just a minute. Not one cutout with this drill, not one hiccup, not one hitch. This thing chewed through that 18 inches of ice just like it wasn't even there. We're still on 2 bars, so we're half battery. I don't know if we can see that, but we're still on 2 bars, so we're still about half battery. I'm trying to hook the bottom, I keep missing it. Okay, there's the bottom right there. So we're sitting on just about 18. Yeah, it's about 18. So real quick, I'd mentioned this in my initial review. I just want to talk real quick why I bought this over the Milwaukee, why I bought this over DeWalt. I bought this because Home Depot was running a sale. If you bought the 9 amp hour battery with a charger, you got the drill free. So I paid for the drill, battery, and charger. I paid 200 bucks. So that was number 1. Number 2 was their lifetime warranty. Number 3 is that they had the 9 amp hour battery. And number 4 is that they had the 1300 inch-pound of torque compared to the 1200 with the Milwaukee. So I want to talk about a couple questions I've got through several social media pages that I'm on. I'm going to go over 2 or 3 questions that come up every single thread I'm on. One of them is the guys up north in Canada. Every one of them's like, I have to drill through 3.5, 4 feet of ice. You know, will this drill work? Do you think this drill will work? I just did 10 holes through 18 inches right back to back, and this drill didn't skip once. I've had this battery out, again, unprotected, in several days that are below 0. With the exception of the first 2 days, pushing 20 degrees, they've all been closer to the 10 degrees or below. I fished last weekend, and it was below 0 both days, and this drill was right out my sled. I didn't protect it. So for you Canadian guys, I'd give you the thumbs up. If you're looking to get into something like this, I think this Ridgid is a great option. The 9 amp hour battery is going to give you a ton of holes, whether you're using a Nils, a K-drill, the Eskimo pistol bit, any other shaver type of blades. I think this drill is going to work good. So to answer that question, you know, I give you guys a thumbs up. I think it's well worth it. Another question I get, this drill versus the Milwaukee. That comes up in every single thread I'm on. The guys that already have the Milwaukee, and it was like, I want the Ridgid, but I don't know if it's worth going out and getting it. Is it a necessity? No. If you have a Milwaukee 1200 inch-pound, you're probably not going to notice a huge difference going up to this. Again, if you want to, absolutely. But if you're sitting there at home, you know, and it's killing you, knowing there's, you know, 100 extra inch-pounds and a bigger battery in the combo, you know, if that's killing you, then absolutely, you know, go out and buy it. But I wouldn't say it's a necessity. So the third question I got, and I kind of half addressed this earlier, is this drill cutting out with the overload protection? As you saw, I just did 10 in a row. It didn't cut out once, didn't even act like it wanted to cut out. I have heard a few of the K-drill guys that popped a bunch of holes like I did right back to back, you know, 10, 15, 20 holes to a bunch of ice. I have heard that kick on, but I personally haven't seen this drill even remotely come close to cutting out. So them are the top 3 questions I have. Just to summarize, I think this drill is amazing. I personally can't say one thing about it that is negative, and in my opinion, I feel like I've put it through its paces. You know, I've had it out below 0, 18 inches of ice, and it's performed flawlessly. So I give this thing an A+, a 10 out of 10. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them. If you have a Ridgid and you have any other experiences, leave them too. You know, if you have any negative experiences, you know, I think it's important to share them. So if you have one of these and you do have a negative experience, feel free to put them in the comments. But again, I can't say enough good things about it. So if you guys are looking to get into one, I give you guys 2 thumbs up. I think you guys will really enjoy it. But we're going to wrap this one up, and we'll see you guys soon.